Hello, everyone. Welcome to Save News TV. I am your host, AZ Hubbard, and I want to thank you for allowing me into your home today because you did not have to do it. But anyway, today we're going to go over the TD Jakes versus Youngblood case regarding Tyrone Blackburn and the request for fees. And we're going to also dispel some myths that has been circulating on the internet. And so you have to stay tuned so we can dispel the myth of what happened with this order. And so let's get to it. Okay, so this is the case that TD Jakes versus Duane Youngblood and the 10 John Does. And this is a petition for fees, as we know. If you go back into the playlist, which will be down in the comment section, you will know that there was a show cause, and the judge is now asked TD Jakes' team for fees if they wanted them to show the schedule of fees. So we're going to go briefly over this. This is not going to be a long video. It goes over the background, the legal standards, but what I want to focus on, because we've already gone through all of this. Yeah, you can just hit the playlist and get to that. But what we want to do, and they attach the exhibits and everything. But what we want to get to is it's like 66 pages. Is what is going around, and everybody is saying that Tyrone Blackburn must pay this amount of money. Well, first of all, let's talk about what happens with a court case. When a court case, you have attorneys on each side. So what happens is that whenever s- one side or another is filing a motion, they do what is called a proposed order. A lot of times people read the order and they think that the judge has written it. In very rare cases, well, let's say the minority of cases, the judge does writes the order. The judges generally don't write the order. The attorneys write the order. The judge signs the order if he rules in their favor. And also, there might be some adjustments and edits to an order. So, there are people out here saying, you know, on Tyrone Blackburn has been ordered by, to pay this amount. Well, over here we don't have a dog in the fight. We're not team TD Jakes. We're not team Tyrone Blackburn. We're not team Duane Youngblood. We are team facts. So it's up to you if you own any of those teams. Um, Good for you. Congratulations. Hey, I understand having teams, but we got to report the facts and take our biases out of this. This is a proposed order. And for those that's out here, and it clearly states that this is a proposed order. I mean, it's clearly states this is a proposed order. It is not signed by the judge. As we know from the last video, if you go back and look at it, the judge gave TD Jakes' team until August 1st to give him a list of the fees. And he has, whether or not, depending, tell me how much it costs. And if I rule in your favor, I might pay, charge him all these fees. I might not. It just depends on my ruling. Then after that, he gave Tyrone Blackburn 7 days to rebut or agree with the fees. So for people out here that's misreporting, and I understand it, but research is key and facts is pinnacle. So let's read exactly what TD Jakes' team has proposed to the court that the court hasn't ruled on yet. And then, even after the judge stated in his last order, if you go back to the previous video, he says, after Blackburn has looked at the fees, then I will rule. Now, there could be additional fees, or he could grant all these fees TD Jakes want. He could grant a portion of it. He could grant none of it. Okay. So let's read what TD Jakes' team wants. It's a one-page proposed proposed order. Okay. It states, for the reasons stated in the court's separate order imposing sanctions on attorney Tyrone Blackburn sua sponte, plaintiff is entitled to reasonable fees expended in responded to the AI generated hallucinations and other misrepresentations in defendant's motion to dismiss briefing. Accordingly, Tyrone Blackburn is hereby ordered to pay the plaintiff $76,197.63 in reasonable attorney's fees he incurred for this opposition ECF number 45 and Sir Reply ECF numbers 4751 briefing within 30 days of this order. The award reflects $60,806.94 for the opposition, $15,171.69 for the surreply, and $219 in reimbursement for the hearing transcript. And by the court, as you notice, there is no signature here. So I want you all to use what God has given all of us, and that is a brain. And for those of us, that have the ability to read, I don't care what these people on social media are telling you. This is not a signed order. This is what TD Jakes wants. This is what he desires. The judge has not approved this order. Okay. And he could very well approve the order, but also Tyrone Blackburn has to have time to respond to this. Again, from the August 1st deadline of this paper here, he gave Tyrone Blackburn 7 days to reply. So it will be now this week, later on this week, we'll probably get the reply from Blackburn regarding whether or not he agrees with these fees or not. He might say some of these are erroneous, some of these are not, or he just, I don't know what he's going to say. None of us do until we read it. And then the judge is going to take all that information and look at it, and then he is going to make a determination on whether he's going to sanction him. If he decides not to sanction Tyrone Blackburn, then there will be no fees. If he decides to sanction Tyrone Blackburn, then there could very well be some fees. Now, also, we would like to say we were going to pat ourselves on the back that we over here had guesstimated initially when we first started with the sanctions, that the fees would be anywhere between $50 and $100,000. So as we see, this is what TD Jakes has estimated the fees to be with $76,197.63. So okay, team, Savites, we were right as far as our range. And then we went on to say that with the court fees and everything, it could be in excess of $100,000 to $200,000. So there could be other fees imposed by the court if the judge grants TD Jakes this amount. That there will be extra fees could be imposed by the court, and that would raise us to the amount that we have predicted. So, congratulations, Team Savites. We are over here doing the thing. So, anyway, everybody, I'm not going to keep this video long. I want to keep it short and brief and get the facts out here so that we will not be out here spreading misinformation because the judge has not ruled on these fees. This is just a request by TD Jakes' team. That is a proposed order that they request the judge to sign. So anyway, everybody get in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Also, if you haven't caught up, the playlist is down below. And so get caught up on what has been happening on this. And we'll be back this week also, to see if Tyrone Blackburn's response to these proposed fees to the court. All right, everybody. I thank you so much for inviting me into your homes, because you don't have to. Today will be a heavy upload day. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and turn on your notifications button. All right, then. Bye.
Getting bored? Want to enjoy some relaxing music? Do you need to get updated with all the latest news, but don't have enough time to watch TV for hours? Or do you need to get your praise and worship on? We have your solution to your problem. SAVEDnewsRadio.com got everything you need. Listen to SAVEDnewsRadio.com, filled with praise and worship 24/7, everywhere, in your home, laptop, or tablet, on your phone, in your car, and on Alexa. Install the Save News Radio skill on Alexa, and then just say, "Alexa, launch Save News Radio." The beautiful, uplifting sounds of praise and worship music, ministries, news, and more. SaveNewsRadio.com, created to glorify God and edify the body of Christ.
I'm writing lines to lift his name, no need for fame. My spirit fed, his word is spread, saves the aim. Pen to paper, truths I scribe, a soulful vibe. To glorify the Most High, let's amplify. I am spreading the faith I hold so dear, for every tear he's ever near. Choirs rise on Sunday morn, his love we adorn. Each melody a testimony, hearts reborn. In every verse a whispered prayer beyond compare, to lift the hearts of those in dark despair. We testify with every note we sing, in harmony let freedom's bell ring. Rejoice and lift your voice, let the sound of praise deploy. Marching to his beat we go, face the seed we're here to sow. Standing strong through trials, love's chapter will compile. A beacon shining, grace defining across the mile. In our stories his glory shines, a light divine. Through the gospel groove his truth we move, lives alive. Each Sunday pew, a vessel lined with grace anew. Souls intertwined, the word defined, it shines on through. Lifting high the cross we bear, in silence share. Hey, hey. The hymn we breathe, in him believe, it's love we declare. We're saved by grace in this whole evident place. Voice is strong in this soulful song we embrace. I'm writing lines to lift his name, no need for fame. My spirit fed, his word is spread, saves the aim. Pen to paper, truths I scribe, a soulful vibe. To glorify the Most High, let's amplify. I am spreading the faith I hold so dear, for every tear he's ever near. Choirs rise on Sunday morn, his love we adorn. Each melody a testimony, hearts reborn. In every verse a whispered prayer beyond compare, to lift the hearts of those in dark despair.